Rhyming words play an important role in learning and memory. The first songs we learn are usually rhyming ones. Then, when we get older, we often use rhymes as memory aids. For example, in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. So why are rhymes so good for learning? It's because our brain remembers words with rhyming endings much better than words that are random or unconnected, such as those in the list. You can also use rhyming patterns as a really great way of improving your spelling and to increase the number of words you can spell. When you learn to spell a word with a particular word ending, you can easily learn to spell other words that rhyme with that word. Look at this example. The rhyming words sell, fell and bell all have the same word ending, L, or E-L-L. Once you learn how to spell the E-L-L word ending, you can figure out how to spell words that sound similar to it by simply changing the first letters. So for example, by adding T to our word ending L, we get the word tell, while W will give you well. Here are some of the more common word endings. We have the ASH ending, as in bash, dash, crash, mash, and smash. There's also INE, as in fine, nine, pine, line, wine, and shine. The O or E endings give you words like more, score, war, bore, snore, and tore. And EAT, as in heat, beat, seat, meat, neat, and wheat. By learning to spell these word endings and combining different first letters, you can spell hundreds of different words. Let's try this. Take the word ending A-L-E, as in the word sail, and try to come up with as many words with this ending as you can. Write these down in your learning journal or workbook.
You both have probably encountered other strategies for helping to improve spellings, have you?
Different methods suit different people.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
which type?
Yeah,
makes
it has some
helps you?
individuals might like to break it down in syllables, and some people just can visualize it in their head.
Yeah, and we all have words we get stuck on spelling,
Correct,
but I realise I'm not going to worry about that too much because I discovered that Shakespeare spelt his own name 17 different ways.
There you go, yeah.
So I'm not going to torture myself
But
over that.
if different students, that's one thing in class, you kind of experiment with different methods. And some people will take on one method and other people will take on another method.
Well, if you'd like to know more about using rhyming words to learn spelling, there's also some more information about this in the free workbook that comes with the series. To get your free workbook, you can free phone the number on your screen, 1800 20 20 65. That's 1800 20 20 65. Or you can visit our website, www.rug.ie. If you focus on words with rhyming endings, you can increase the number of words you can spell. However, it's not all plain sailing, as some rhyming endings are spelt differently. Have a look at these examples.
Although spelling rhyming words is made easier by remembering word endings, some words that rhyme have endings that are spelt differently. For example, the words seat and beat have the same eat sound, but are spelt differently. And the words train and plane have the same ain sound, but are spelt differently. This can be tricky, but luckily there are normally only a couple of ways to spell a sound. For example, the E sound is normally spelt with either the letters EA, as in P, or the letters EE. And the ain sound from plane and train is normally spelt with either the letters ANE or the letters AIN. So if you hear a word and spell it, but it doesn't look right, then see if there's another way to spell the sound that make up the word. If this doesn't work, it's always worth checking a dictionary to make sure you're spelling the word correctly.
You were telling me earlier as well that you have horsey friends. Do you ever put a bet on the horses yourself?
Well, as I said, I've worked in a factory for years, and a lot of the guys, one day the guys took me down because I knew nothing about it. I'd be just pure terrified going in. All I want to be able to go in and tell the guy over the counter I want to put on such a horse and that. But no, I wouldn't know anything about him. I said I spent a day with some of the lads under, and I still came out as unaware of what was going on with it, you know.
Yeah. Well, the real pros read the Racing Post, of course, don't they?
Correct. And
Do you ever read that?
I wouldn't have a clue. And they explained to me, all right, you're supposed to watch the form and you're supposed to understand who's riding what horse and all this.
Yeah.
But it's very complicated now.
But you've won, have you?
No.
I wish.
Well, we're well met so, because I lost on the Grand National. I think I broke even on the dogs during the year, but I don't even get as far as filling out forms. I just give a fiver to my husband to put on the odd time. And online betting now, of course, is a big thing as well, where you can do it from your computer.
Placing bets is not just about luck, though, at least not if you really want to win. To be a good bettor, you need to research the horses, understand the system and be good with numbers. You might find this next piece a really useful guide.
Every now and then it is nice to try something different. In recent years, greyhound racing has become a great night out for parties of people and individuals alike. Arlene Moore is the Customer Service and Training Manager for the Irish Greyhound Board.
Everyone comes greyhound racing. We offer a wide range of facilities here. People come for office nights out, people come from factories. We have a restaurant, it seats 340 people. We have snugs, we have suites, so we can accommodate anybody.
Up they go away in racing, 6 on the outside.
When you buy your entry, you will get a programme. This will detail all the races of the night. Each page in the programme represents a different race. There's a table on each page that lists the 6 dogs in each race, 1 in each row, numbered 1 to 6. There's usually a race every 15 minutes, so there's plenty of opportunities to place a bet.
For the person who's never betted before, there's plenty of help at hand. We have our how to bet guides, which are displayed throughout the stadium. We have friendly told staff who are willing to give advice on how to bet.
The tables can look complicated, but you never know who you might find to give you some tips.
I just wanted to ask you, what kind of thing would I be looking for now if I was picking a dog to bet on?
I suppose the most important thing is the cards of your race numbers and the names. Just look down through his form, look at the type of races he's ran and his results to date. So,
right.
As I said, his finishes and most importantly his times over the last sections of the races. So,
and his placings in the races as well. Yeah. All right, that's great. Yeah.
Your number 1 bet is the win bet, right? That means the dog must win.
Okay.
Okay, you choose a dog and the dog must win. So your minimum bet there is €1.
Okay.
Now, for the place bet, it's always a good bet if you're not sure. The dog can either win or come second, and you still get paid.
So not third, just first and second?
Just first and second,
okay.
Yeah. The next bet then is the forecast bet. Now, the forecast, you nominate 2 dogs that you think are going to win and come second.
Right.
Okay. So if you decide number 1 will win and number 2 will be second, you'll just say forecast 1 and 2, and that will cost you €1. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're not sure who'll win and who'll come second, you can do a reverse forecast, which will cost you €2. That means that as long as 1 and 2 go past the line, first and second in any order, you'll get paid.
You get paid. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What do odds mean, Arlene? What does it mean when you see these numbers?
The odds are the current price of the dogs. So just take, for instance, if you back a dog at 2 to 1, if you have €1 on a 2 to 1, and the dog is returned 2 to 1, you'll get €3 back. That happens with the bookies, but with the tote, it doesn't actually happen like that. With the tote, all our money goes into a pool. What happens then is the pool is divided among the winners.
I'd like to put €1 each way on Gobstopper.
Yeah, €1 each way on 2, no bother. Thanks very much.
So this is for race number 5, and the bet is a €1 each way bet for dog number 2, Gobstopper. So the total prize for the bet is €2.
Go on! Go on! Yes!
No luck that time. but with so many races in the one night, chances are you will pick a winner. And to avoid any queues, you can also place a bet from the comfort of your own table.
Thank you very much. 1 and 2, come on. I'm going to take 4 and 5, €1 on each to win. Thank you.
Black and orange. So you're looking for black and orange. Come on, come on, come on.
Where's black? Yes, we could be there. 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 Oh, come on, yes, yes.
I think black came in first.
Any winners? Winner? Okay, so €1 number 4. So €7.90.
So placing a bet is easier than you thought, and often a good night's crack.
Michael, you did your business course recently. Any other plans now?
I'm the guy with the shining light that's walking forward, and I want to bring on all the students that are coming behind me and show them the way, and I just love to hand on that torch to somebody else, and if they could get the same amount of experience that I got, I'd be big into that. I think it's a fantastic, there's a whole new world out there for people that are stuck in their own little box and think there's no way out, but there really is.
You've done it.
I'm the living legend for it now at this stage, you know.
Well, that's all we have time for today. We'd like to thank both of our guests for joining us, to Michael Power and also Noelle O'Dwyer. Thanks a million for coming in. In the next programme, we'll be looking at meetings, writing formal letters and how we can make time for learning. In the meantime, though, here are the contact details again to get your free student workbook that goes with the series.
For your free student pack and workbook, free phone 1800 20 20 65. That's 1800 20 20 65. Or you can go online and visit www.rug.ie or write to The Really Useful Guide to Words and Numbers, care of Nala, 76 Lower Gardner Street, Dublin 1.